Hi, it's Christy Little-Jones of MyRelationshipRevolution.com. Today I want to talk to you about communication. Communication through your conversation in your relationships. Communication can be expressed in so many different ways. It is through body language, inflection, tone, positive and negative feedback, even criticism. Well, today I want to give you a few tips and tools that will help you to communicate more effectively and efficiently through conversation. The first one is be a good listener. Listening is something that you actually give as a gift when you are talking and conversing with another person. Have you ever been in a conversation where the person that you're talking to is completely overbearing? They dominate the conversation. They never let you get a word in edgewise. And even worse, they overtalk you when you're trying to jump into the conversation to engage. Oh my goodness, I know how frustrating that is. So it's really important to practice active listening. What is that? Active listening is where you are actually very present. You are present in and engaged in the conversation. You're not formulating thoughts, looking for a rebuttal, trying to figure out what you're going to say to what the person is saying. And so in an effort to participate in active listening, one of the things that I do is get a piece of paper, a notepad, and a pen, and just jot down different keywords or quick phrases that will help to remind you during that natural pause of really communicating back and forth. Because conversation is an exchange. If it's one way, it's going to be frustrating. So that's a great tool to try. The next one is do not interrupt. Interrupting someone when they are expressing themselves, when they are talking to you, not only is it extremely rude, but it's also very selfish. Because what you're communicating in that moment is that what I have to say is way more important than what you are saying in this moment. And no one intentionally wants to do that, but that's the way it comes across. So in an effort to really not interrupt someone when they're speaking, use discipline, use your self-control, and just wait. Wait on interjecting your opinions and your beliefs, and just put your hands on your hands under your legs, whatever it is that you need to do so that you don't interrupt. But don't wander either. If they are talking or being very long-winded, another thing that you can do is say, can I interject? You can just ask them in the middle. And then they can say, oh, just a second, one more minute, I'm not done. But they know kind of that you're waiting. The next thing and the last thing is being authentic. It should be very simple, very easy to express fully who you are. But you will be surprised how many people do not express themselves authentically during conversation. Because they're afraid of rejection, they're afraid of confrontation, or even being challenged on what they believe, their opinions, their thoughts, or even ideas. So if you are not, or if you're struggling even with being authentic in conversation, I just want to encourage you to start practicing being authentic with the people who are closest to you, who you feel will tolerate some of the process of being authentic, especially if you've been a people pleaser. It's going to take time, it's going to take practice, but you will build much more confidence once you get started. So those are your tips this week for communicating more effectively in your conversation. Please join us weekly at MyRelationshipRevolution.com. You can register for the weekly eZine, which not only will have these tips, but some fun things, great events, great articles and stories. And we would love to have you as a part of our community. Have a wonderful day and go have amazing, fabulous relationships.